obviously he's doing technical foundation stuff like that. Like, he was just looking just at that. The guy Nono, looking specifically only for like tricks and power moves and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like dynamic stuff. Like you can have dynamic styles, dynamic whatever. Not just like, oh, I got it, you know, just, yeah, then we got Reveal looking at playing execution, right? Like who's cleaner, you know, the whole entire thing. And we got Blanca looking at strategy, meaning that like if I came out and I did like a power move combo and you come out and you just start doing foundations, just like it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like back in the day when you were battling, someone came out and did swipes, the swipe guy will come out and do swipes, you know, and that's how it went back and forth, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it was. Like that's what made battles hype, because you see someone do something and you look at them, what are you gonna do? And you do something exactly what they do and you go, oh!
Yeah, you know you got somebody.
And then they come out and then you do something and you do what even better what they did and you're like, oh! Right? And then when they come out and do something that's nothing like that, then what does that mean then? You have nothing for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's try to go out there with straight foundation and stuff on all the stick. That's all I was trying to do, and try to rock the beat. Yeah. So we try to do practice on rocking the beat, either like top rocking or on the floor.
Yeah, no, that's
so we do.
What's your just again, I'm trying to ask everybody. Yeah. What's your like things foundation? Because legs tells one thing, track tells us another thing.
Yeah, that's
everybody
the thing.
got their own.
That's the thing, exactly. That's the thing about like, you know, like b-boys, right? It's like everyone has. I mean, even like rock, like guys who do rock and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I'm a really neutral b-boy because no one's put me on. No one, like, you know, everywhere I went on my own. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, so when I meet everybody, I ask them everything about it. Like, okay, when was the first person who made the jerk, right? Like, you know, and a lot of people they don't know. Like, they just don't know. They just it was just there, and they picked up on it. You know what I mean? So that's like so. My take on everything is like I just know how it evolved. Like I mean, based on my study, because I studied it, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, so I understand that. First of all, it's about that. Okay, it's different in a raw circle, because in a raw circle, it's about who controls it. It's like a raw, just say we get into a fight on a street, right? Yeah. You know, I'm like jabbing you like 5 times, like, right, and you just go slap me, and I'm like, right? Who won that?
Dude that slapped the hardest.
I'm the one crying and you're the one just I'm jabbing and you're just like, you know? But if we were in a boxing ring, who technically won?
Through the most jabs.
Exactly, right? Because there's a criteria looking for, you know what I'm saying? So in a raw circle, like it's about your attitude, right? And so if we're battling about attitude, like just say in rocking, right? I'm trying to take your confidence away and you're trying to take my confidence. If I come in with no confidence, it's like going to like poker, right, and having no money to play, right? Like, you know, like imagine everyone's gambling, like in a circle, right? Everyone's gambling, right? And you come in and go, oh, I want to play, but I got no money. You know what I mean? Like, some people are gonna be like, okay, you could play, I guess, but you don't win nothing, but you know what I'm saying though? It's like your confidence is like your bargaining chips, right? So that's what it was about in the very beginning. You know, you have to try to take that away from people. So when we are having a cipher, I want to go in and be so fresh that other people won't be able to like do this. That's the whole reason for the b-boy stance. You know what I mean? Because to show that, you know, that you're on it, right? If you get smoked, right? Can you really go like this when you know, right? That's what you're trying to get in someone's head, right? That's what you're trying to get in. You're trying to make that person not be able to go like this. You're trying to make them get up and go. You know, there's a big difference. That's how you know, right? And so that's why I started understanding what foundation is, right? Like there's 3 main ways that how you win, like in, you know, like you know, because okay, we're trying to take each other's confidence away. How do you do that without speaking, right? Like without being like, oh, like how do you say that I'm a better dancer than you? Right? We have to all understand it, you know, understand what's going on. So in Brooklyn, what they were trying to say is, oh, I hit the beat better than you. That's why they have that jerk. Because they're doing the confidence, right? So they're going boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. Boom, boom, bap, right? Because they're saying what? The confidence is always there, but they're saying I'm more on beat, right? In the Bronx, like you know, like even though they were doing rocking, like everyone was rocking, meaning confidence and stuff. They were like, I'm rocking, but I got this. They had like footwork patterns. You know what I mean? That's what they were trying to say, and they were battling back and forth, and that's why you have that style where rocking, where you're going, because it's a mixture of 2 styles. And then when the Queens b-boys came in, the Latin rocks, they saw that style, and they were like, oh, but they added their own flavor to it. But they still had that confidence, that boom, right, boom, 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 and then but they, and all those 3 styles together, that's what mixed, and became like they eventually went to the ground and stayed on the ground. That's when b-boying started evolving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like for a foundation, like breaking patterns, would you say like just doing all your moves one way without breaking your flow? You know, basically, you know.
And then it's from there, like from hitting the beat, from having like your flow, like having the continuous flow and having all those patterns in your footwork, right? Then you start adding new things into it, like power, like everything else. Yeah, exactly, right? Because you always have to up somebody like a little bit, right? So some people, they just leave out the small stuff and they go straight to like power and stuff, you know, blows, which is like, you know. I'm not saying I don't have anything really wrong with it. It's just a different mentality, you know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know how y'all judge that power like that, man, with the Koreans, actually, when they're battling with like power moves against people doing like, you know, rocking foundation.
It's hard, you know, it's hard, right? It's like, it all boils down to like for me, it's like, I was like seeing like people rock foundation, but, you know, like from where I'm from, you know what I mean? It's like, when you rock foundation, you gotta rock it differently, right? So I'm judging just art like on what I think was original, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's why. I think, what's the name? Koro was like really, really original. All of them. I think they were all really, really original. Like, you know what I mean? But when, and Vicious Turkeys? Like they're...
One more in them?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that they're biters. They're not biters, just that I've seen what they're doing, like everything before. So it's not that I gave them low points. I just couldn't give them perfect points because I didn't see something that was like oh, that I've never seen that before, you know, or whatever. You know, that's why, right? So that's why I couldn't give them perfect points in that. Not saying that they got poor points. They got like average to good points, good and average, and then the next one's perfect. And then when they see like gamblers come out with something I've never seen before, like a fresh new routine that's like, what the, you know, you don't never seen that before. That's not part of foundation. That's not part of it. But it's the way they did it. I was just like, oh, smokes. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just like, I have to give them points for it because they took it to another level. You know what I mean? So, you know.
That's how it went down.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I see being in y'all situation. I know that shit's hard, dog.
Yeah, it's hard. It would be different if like someone came out and they were like they would come out with mad super flavor, you know what I mean, and something, just doing things that I've never seen before, you know what I mean. So that's, you know, so they have to match in originality wise too. They have to match. Obviously, they lose in dynamics. They have to execute everything they did, and they're both not execute. Well, Gamblers actually, I think, was executing better than, you know. What do you mean? So
like just top rocking, like as far as, you know, do you think when you go places you see like a lot of people that really look like, damn, they all look like they're doing all the same shit, you know?
Yeah, it's true though. Like a lot of
for moves too. It's like,
no. I mean, like I understand. Like the way I look at like the foundation steps, right? It's like they're dope because, like, I mean,
that's what build the dance.
It has meaning in everything. Like if you're just doing it, you don't understand the meaning in it. Then it's like, what's the point of doing it, right? Like, what does it mean to like go like this? You know what I mean? Like, what does that really mean? It doesn't mean anything. You're just going like this, right? It's really supposed to mean like what? You know, like one beat, like that's what it's supposed to mean. You know what I mean? It actually has a feeling, you know. And when you're doing Indian stuff, you're just going like this. It doesn't mean anything unless you're going, yo, check out my feet. Boom. I got footwork patterns. Like, you have to be like really feeling that, like, I got ill footwork patterns. You know, that's what it's supposed to mean. You know, it's not supposed to. You're not just supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to mean something with it. Like, look how sick I rock that beat. Like, you know, if you're doing the jerk, like hitting that without having it like. Without really meaning it, then it's retarded. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like you're just talking out of your ass, you know what I mean? That's what it's like, you know? It's
my bad.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like when it goes down to like style. Like, I think when you're doing original stuff, that's the best because you have to have feeling behind it. You can't just be, you know, doing it like. That's why I think Lil Jon and Moy, those guys, they're so dope because they're confident with their original moves. They're going, bow, 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 bow. You know what I mean? They make it like look so good. You know? Because you have to have confidence behind your moves, right? You know?
What about like the Indian stuff? Is that the same thing as the kicking twists? And I heard people like, you know, the same.
Well, I mean, the Indian stuff, like all this stuff. That stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the Indian stuff. I'm talking about. Yeah. I heard people call it kicking twist.
Yeah, kicking twist. Yeah. I think it's like those are all just like footwork patterns that like people like the whole mentality. It's not just the like it's a groove. That's like a groove. It's just like going like this. Yeah, right. It's just like that. Like this is like just the groove to me too. Then you can add stuff to it.
Yeah, but I was just talking about like terminology wise, you know, like names for those moves, you know.
I know, I'm not sure about the names. Because I mean, like,
everybody got names and things.
everyone has a different name for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just like the names for the moves individuals, like the twists and stuff, you know, because I heard people kicking twists. Yeah, all rocking.
Yeah, rocking, up rocking. Yeah. And top rocking is like when everything is combined, but it's like you're getting ready to go on the ground like wow. You know what I mean? Like you're taking up a lot of space.
Think about that right there when people running around like that, instead of like just dancing, you know, they going into their moves.
Or when they're like, you mean like jumping around like this?
Yeah, because you notice like a lot of people when they start jumping around, they look like they about to do a power move, basically. I noticed.
Yeah.
Instead of you just dancing, then you know you be like, and then I didn't, you know, you go down, take down, and
I
then
think
come
it's
out.
kind of like it's different though, right? Like when you do this step, it's like you're still moving, but it's kind of like jogging. Like okay, I'm gonna go in and you know, because sometimes people I see them dancing, but they're just dancing because they're not because they're like feeling it. They're just dancing like because they got it. You know, it's like that's like you know like. I think it's like the top rock is like the meaning behind the top rock from what I saw, right? Is that it's more like boxing, you know, you're going boxing like this.
In the ring, getting ready.
You know, that's how it is like that. And go, ready? Pow! You know, and you get to the ground. Like that's like the feeling, man. That's why it makes it look so sick, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's why those old school guys they got it good because they're coming out like, all right, pow! You know, and killing it, man.